What happened, Minnesota? Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is Sammy J Reacts. Welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about how the Minnesota Vikings were always the biggest frauds in the playoffs. And listen, I know it's not something, Minnesota fans, if you're listening to this, I know it's not something you want to hear, but it's something that you need to hear because you can't be delusional and keep thinking that you're going to have Kirk Cousins as your quarterback and you're going to win the Super Bowl because he is a fraud. He's fraudulent. He is not a good quarterback when it matters most. He's tricked you into believing that he is a top 10 quarterback in the NFL in the regular season. Sure, he'll have good games in the regular season, but at the end of the day, he's always going to be a loser. I mean, just take a look at this play, for example. It's 4th and 8. Your team needs to win. They're in man-to-man coverage. Why are you throwing short of the sticks, you idiot? Like, look, Vikings fans, I'm not being a hater to you guys. Like, you guys deserve better than this, but you're settling for this quarterback and his quarterback play. Now, obviously, I have to talk about the defense because Ed Donatell's defense has been a problem all year. Now, granted, 2 of the DBs you guys drafted this year have been pretty much out and injured for the most part, so you haven't really seen what they've done. I believe it's Andrew Booth and Lewis Cine. But the defense is just absolutely atrocious. And in a game like this, when you're at home in playoff atmosphere, there's no way you should be giving up 31 points to the anemic New York Giants offense. Like, that's just crazy. Think about that. Daniel Jones came in there and put up 31 points. He's throwing to a bunch of nomad, journeyman wide receivers, Isaiah Hodgins, Richie James, Darius Slayton. Obviously, Saquon Barkley is their superstar, and he had a great game. I think the biggest weakness on this team has definitely been the defense, and obviously the offensive line isn't that great. I mean, you guys are still putting up a lot of points, even with Kirk Cousins, as I'm probably one of Kirk Cousins' biggest haters just because I'll admit he is a good quarterback, right? But like when it matters most, he's terrible. He shrinks in the moment, and I'm sorry I keep harping back on Kirk Cousins and how much I don't like him, but honestly, you're never going to win anything with him, so you might as well blow. Like, honestly, if I'm a Minnesota Viking fan right now, I'm thinking about blowing this thing up, trying to trade off assets and trying to build it back, man. Like, I guess maybe stick with Kirk Cousins for a couple of years, but draft the quarterback of the future. I know your picks aren't very high this year, but you're going to have to start thinking about quarterback and just blowing this thing up because with Kirk Cousins as your quarterback, you will never go far. Like, let's say you go ahead and fix the defense, the problem of the defense. Maybe Ed Donatell stays another year and he somehow figures it out, gets some players that can adjust to his system, or you get a new defensive coordinator and he's a lot better and the defense is great. You guys go far. But at the end of it, like, I'm just telling you, like, Kirk Cousins isn't it. He's never going to be it. Stop trying to make him something that he isn't. So now that you're here, enjoy all of these funny ass comments I got on my reaction video when I was talking shit about Kirk Cousins. Who's the biggest frauds in the NFL playoffs?
Minnesota!
Sometimes I really hate being right, but in this instance, I don't care. I was right. The Vikings were always the biggest frauds. Kirk Cousins is a fraud, and the Minnesota Vikings will never win a Super Bowl with Kirk Cousins as their quarterback. Over and out. Bang, bang, Niner gang, mother...